You've just discovered Shilajit and you want to enjoy all its benefits? Be careful, there are 3 mistakes that most people make when they start taking Shilajit. These mistakes can completely ruin your experience and could even be dangerous for you. The third mistake, believe me, no one talks about it, and yet it's probably the most dangerous one. Stay until the end and you'll avoid 90% of the pitfalls. The first mistake is taking too much at once. The usual instinct would be to think that the more you take of a product, the more effect it will have. That's completely wrong with Shilajit. On the contrary, Shilajit is very potent. You don't need to take a large dose to feel the effects. It's said that 300 to 500 milligrams per day is more than enough to start feeling the effects very quickly. Most scientific studies are actually based on this dosage. The key is to start gradually. Start with 200 milligrams, and depending on the effects you feel and how your body reacts, you can increase the dose up to a maximum of 1 gram. Be careful. If you experience digestive issues, nausea, or any kind of restlessness, reduce the dose, and if it persists, consult a doctor. So the first thing not to do is to take a large amount all at once. Start gradually with 200 milligrams and everything will go very well. But even with a good dose, if you don't take it at the right time of day, you risk ruining all the effects. Shilajit isn't a candy you take whenever you feel like it. Timing is extremely important. Taking Shilajit in the morning on an empty stomach or after a light breakfast is the best time, since its effects will gradually spread throughout your body during the day, and you will feel its energizing effect, greater mental clarity, and better concentration. If you're an athlete, you can take a small dose of Shilajit before your workout, about 30 to 40 minutes beforehand. This will help you maximize your strength and endurance. Taking Shilajit in the evening is a bad idea. Most people who take Shilajit at night report having trouble falling asleep or even insomnia. So I advise against taking it at that time. And now, the third mistake, which is certainly the most dangerous and the one nobody talks about. This third mistake is buying Shilajit that hasn't been lab tested. It's the biggest mistake you can make when taking Shilajit. Because Shilajit is a natural resin that comes from the mountains, it can contain heavy metals, toxins, or even be mixed with tar or other toxic substances. A lot of people buy cheap Shilajit online thinking they're getting a good deal. In reality, they're taking a huge risk with their health. The only thing you should do before buying Shilajit is to make sure it has been lab tested. I've put a list in the description of this video of the best Shilajit brands that are tested in a lab by an independent laboratory and have certificates of analysis. This is your guarantee of buying a high-quality product safely. If you don't buy lab-certified quality Shilajit, you risk overloading your liver and exposing yourself to invisible dangers to your health. So have you made any of these mistakes? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to find out. At first, we all inevitably make at least one of these mistakes. Subscribe to this channel and watch my video, How to Take Shilajit. It will perfectly complement this one.